What Indira didn't tell you is that this lecture series used to be called The Last Lecture. If you had one last lecture to give before you died, what would it be?
Hello everyone, my name is Rashawn Nelson and this is my last lecture, a message to my siblings. So I don't consider myself as a wise person, but over the past 17 years of existing, I've had my fair share of experiences, and from those, I've gained a lot of regrets. So today, I'll be teaching you guys how to avoid having the same regrets. Okay, so the first life lesson that I'd like to impart is to simply take more chances. And to the right there, you can see that I have a photo of me as a child, in which I think I look genuinely happy. And I think one of the main reasons for that is because as children, we tend to take a lot more chances because we're more focused on the good that could happen because of that chance more than the bad. For example, a child might wonder, how high can I climb up in this tree? In which they could possibly fall from and like break a few bones or so, but do they care? No. While as we get older, we tend to focus on like the bad that could happen. For example, about a year ago or so, I was actually scared of buying any flavor of ice cream that wasn't vanilla or cookies and cream, on the slightest possibility that I wouldn't like it or it would be a waste of my money. So what I'm trying to say here is that you shouldn't take a chance on the possibility of it being good or bad, but rather as an experience. Life lesson number 2, always try to be the best version of yourself by trying your best at any and everything that you do. For example, you can't put all your time and your energy into a sport while putting little to nothing into your schoolwork, because that right there is an imbalance. Because you're trying to be the best athlete or whatever that you can, but you're not trying to be the best student. So to be able to try your best at everything that you do, you have to live in moderation, meaning that you're splitting time equally between each aspect of your life. So my third life lesson is that you should only spend time doing things that you like with people who enjoy being in your company. So don't get up every day and go to a job that you don't like just because you make a little money from it. You're choosing money over your happiness, while the whole point of getting money was to eventually be happy. And also, only spend time with people who you enjoy being around and that they also enjoy being around you. Because if that's not the case, then it will just end up being a waste of time for like all the parties involved. So it's just better to just like not to just stay away from stuff like that. Life lesson number 4. Okay, so things happen, but how you choose to react to it is what matters. So there was this one time while I was still living in Jamaica when I tried out for this soccer team, right? So everyone around my age group, all of my friends, everyone, they tried out. They all made it except for me, right? And I was in shock. I couldn't believe it because I actually thought that I was one of the better players out of everyone that like tried out. But the coach actually told me that I just wasn't good enough. And I was like 13 at the time, so I was still pretty much a child. And being told that I wasn't good enough just shattered all of my confidence. And after that, I almost even quit playing the sport. But somehow I kept on playing. I don't even remember what it was, but somehow I kept on playing. And I didn't train like every day and night. I practiced like twice a week. And eventually I got better. So nowadays I look at negative situations as a challenge to like doing better. So my 5th and final life lesson. If there's one thing that this assignment has taught me is that you should always be grateful for everything that, because you could be alive and well one moment and then the next you're just gone. You're dead. And the same thing goes for your loved ones. You gotta always show them that you're grateful to them because they could just die in an instant, just like that. And another thing is that everyone has regrets, but you can't let that control the person who you're trying to be because that's in the past. You can't really change the past. But what you can control is the present and how you choose to live as a person. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you.